MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs. Expedite your blood work today at advancedsportslabs.com.
Welcome to MMA Inside the Cage, bringing the world of mixed martial arts straight to you. I'm your host, Cyrus Fees. Next to me, the brand new cast member of the Jersey Shore. This is big news.
No, you got this wrong. No, it's the West Virginia Shore, brother.
Really?
Yeah, because that's what we were doing last weekend. We were down there. Yeah, we were down there. Ronnie from Jersey Shore was down there.
I saw that.
We were kicking West Virginia at the fights at Spartan. And yeah, man, it's something to behold. I'm telling you.
That's going to be something else. So what's the difference between the Jersey Shore and the West Virginia Shore?
That's what everybody's been asking me. The biggest thing is more country music.
Okay.
And a lot more partying.
Right, even more partying.
Even more partying
this is
than Jersey
tremendous.
Shore.
You know, tonight we're going to break down that very exciting show from West Virginia, Spartan Fighting Championships. That had a lot of fireworks and a lot of big stories coming out of that one. And later we're going to welcome one of the biggest personalities in Canada, Mark Pavelich, to the program just a little bit later. But before we get to that, let's take a look at this week's biggest stories in our MMA news flurry. You know, it was announced last week that Greg Jackson would corner light heavyweight champion Jon Jones in his big matchup against Rashad Evans at UFC 145. Jackson feels like it's his duty to do so, but here's the question, Casey. Do you feel like Jackson's going to give that even more edge to Jon Jones in this big fight against Rashad Evans? You know, this is one of the most anticipated fights in UFC history.
Yeah, having Greg Jackson in your corner is always a big advantage, man. He brings a strategy, a great game plan, but more than anything, he brings this gameness to his fighters, you know. But this is something that Rashad is very familiar with. He's trained, you know, extensively with Greg Jackson. He knows what he's up against. You know, really, Dan Henderson, you know, he picks Rashad Evans. I talked to Spencer Fisher last week a little bit. He's also picking Rashad Evans. So it sounds like to me that the insiders are sort of going with Rashad, but the odds are with Jon Jones. So it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be a great fight. We're going to be down there. MMA Inside the Cage will be there on the scene getting all the big interviews. Now, last 2 months ago, it was Super Fight League out of India having a big event, and now they've upped the ante this last weekend. They had everything free on YouTube, and they brought some big stars to the table. You had Paul Kelly going against Ryan Healy. That was a great fight, and Ryan Healy just dominated the action in that one. It was good to see him get back on the right track. Then, of course, you had Alexander Shlemenko, you know, the big Russian star, big Bellator star, taking on a Japanese legend in Minowa Man. And this was a good fight, but it ended early. Shlemenko looked on top of his game, and Minowa Man maybe declining a bit.
Well, man, Shlemenko is really on his game, and the first time I got to see him firsthand was in Bellator when he beat Brian Baker, and that was just brutal. He is very unorthodox. He hits very, very hard, and in that Russian style, he really brings it forward. I think big things for Alexander Shlemenko from here on.
I think so, too. And then, of course, your main event, this is the one that everybody was talking about. Todd Duffy making the return to the big stage. And of course, this stage here in Super Fight League is huge. He takes on another game heavyweight in Neil Grove. Both former UFC stars colliding in this one. And I'll tell you what, man, Todd Duffy looked tremendous. And it only took him 20 seconds to knock out Neil Grove.
No surprise to me, man. I called it last week. I said Duffy was going to take this big. He certainly did, man. You know, Duffy's got it all. You know, he's got the size. He's got the grappling. He's got the striking, the wrestling, everything. And he's got the look. And I always said the only thing he had going against him is that he needed momentum. He didn't have that momentum. Now he's picking that momentum up, and so it could be, you know, the stars and the planets for.
I think so too. Well, I think they've all aligned for him. It's right, and I think he could be the centerpiece for the Super Fight League, kind of going forward. You know, finally, the breaking story of the week has been the positive test by Alistair Overeem and all the ramifications with that. Of course, he tested 14-1 on testosterone. That's a pretty high number. We now know that Overeem is going to apply for his license, and the official hearing is on April 24th to take a look at that. And Dana White has confirmed that the title will go up for grabs, and there's a lot of people that are kind of in the pot there. But talk a little bit about Overeem's situation.
Man, I don't think that Overeem is going to fight, period. You know, he's opted not to have his B sample tested, which means he's basically submitting to the A sample test that's out there. He's going to go in front of the board, and just like with King Mo, you know, last month, they're going to probably put him on the burner and send him on his way. I think that you know, the fighters that you have to look at, you know, that are possibly in contention, you know, they were saying Dan Henderson, Mark Hunt are the two big names that you're hearing about. Of course, Dan Henderson probably deserves it, even though he's normally a light heavyweight. He's kind of in contention there. Mark Hunt would be a very, very game competitor against JDS, man, because you know, he's a stand-up fighter just like Dos Santos. You don't see him really in trouble unless it hits the ground a whole lot, and you know, it can make for a good fight. Just don't see it happening.
Okay, so who's your pick? Who do you think it's going to be?
Oh, I think it's going to be Dan Henderson.
Dan Henderson. Yeah. Who do you want it to be?
Fedor Emelianenko. Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen at all.
Yeah, that's right. I'll take Mirko Cro
Organization.
Cop if you want to throw him back in there. That's my favorite fighter. After the fight, we're going to talk all about the Spartan Fighting Championships, that big card up in West Virginia. And we're going to hear from the man they call the Canadian Dana White, Mr. Mark Pavlovich. But first, let's check out the debut of MMA Inside the Cages, Hit Parade, all the biggest knockouts, and of course, your knockout of the week.
Share the horn. Oh, good night, Irene! That was awesome! The first left hook, the first two left hooks should have carrying that right hand far too low. Wow. That's a great way to learn a lesson.
As a professional fighter, there's a lot of things that I need to be concerned about. I need to be concerned about my opponent. I need to worry about my fans. I don't want to have to be concerned about my blood work. That's why I go to Advanced Sports Labs and I get my blood work done in an affordable manner. They get it done fast. They send it to the commission, they send it to the promoter, and they send it to me, so I have peace of mind knowing that everything's done properly.
I mean, why wouldn't you use Advanced Sports Labs? They get things done faster than the competition, and their standard rates are lower than everyone else's sale rates. It's a no-brainer.
Expedite your blood work today at AdvancedSportsLabs.com.
UFC Africa 13. EFC Africa 13, Jacoby versus Costa for the EFC Africa welterweight title. Friday, the 13th of April, Grand West, Cape Town. Ticket and broadcast information at efcafrica.com.
MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs.
Welcome back to the program. You know, there was a big fight up there in West Virginia. You were there, Casey, and of course, Ronnie from Jersey Shore was there as well. Kind of had some star power there. And it was Spartan Fighting Championships. Already they have a fantastic company, but they brought a lot with this one. You saw some of the best talent, you know, out of our region. You saw a guy like George Euler that's been on the big stage. You saw a guy like Cornelius Godfrey is another one that's kind of been up there. And of course, your guy, Nate Jolly, had a really good showing at this one. Talk a little bit about, you know, just the fights in general before we go to the other part of the story.
Right. Well, the fights were really good. You know, it was an all-pro event, which is really cool. In West Virginia, all of their events are all-pro. That's a stipulation. There were 12 fights, and they all turned out to be, you know, barn burners. You know, very, very skilled guys back and forth. You know, of course, yeah, Nate brings home a big victory over.
That had to make you happy.
It did, man. We took that on 2 days' notice. It came up really quick. It was against Jeremy Myers, Bellator veteran, tough kid. And another fighter that really stands out, of course, that's from our region is Mike Wade.
He did, yeah.
And he fought Chris Mazurwick from George Gurgel's camp, who was very, very tough. Mike came back with a big victory on that, so I was really happy for him on that. Really, though, you know, before that show even started, though, there was a dark cloud on it.
Big story, yeah.
Yeah, there was a dark cloud on it. Of course, we showed up at the weigh-ins the night before. Dom Steele, who was supposed to fight there from Team Vision in Cincinnati, was noticeably absent. We didn't think anything about it. Then we got the news about an hour later that, of course, Dom had been injured in a car wreck, and then his driver and teammate, Chris Slaughterhouse Smith, had passed away. He had lost his life in that car accident, and that just it really just broke the hearts of everybody involved. You know, anybody that knew Chris, they knew him as a friendly, happy, like laughing guy. I mean, this is the friendliest big dude you ever met in your life.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really sad. But, you know, the guys brought it together, and they had a really good fight, a really good show in honor of Chris.
Well, we're going to talk in the curtain call. You're going to kind of give some information on how you can donate for Chris and for his family, because that was just a traumatic event, and we hate to see anything like that happen in our region or any region for that matter. Also, there were some big names there, and you got some interviews, Casey. We hear from George Gurgel, we hear from Zola Frosta Gurgel, and we also hear from a guy that is still in the UFC doing big things, Mr. Spencer Fisher. Let's take a look at those interviews.
Down here, MMA Inside the Cage with George Gurgel, man, Strikeforce UFC veteran. Man, what's going on these days with George?
Training guys, training my team a lot, full time, having pro practice now every day, mingling the schools, really trying to get my guys to the next level. Waiting now for an answer for a fight at the end of June or beginning of August, so excited for that as well.
Yeah, now we're up here at Spartan Fighting, and you got a big troop of guys tonight, man. Let's talk about that a little bit. I got
everybody ready. It was actually, I can't wait. The venue is amazing. I cannot wait to see this place packed up here in Huntington, West Virginia. Spartan is doing an amazing job with great quality fighters. We had Jason Butcher at the main event, had to really pull out. It worked 2 weeks to try to fix his injury. He pulled his hip flexor, so he cannot do the main event. But we have 5 other guys. They're highly prepared, and I'm really looking forward to a crazy night of fight. Chris
Slaughterhouse Smith, we lost him last night. He was on his way here to the event. It was really, really sad. What words do you have, to speak on Chris?
I didn't even want to say anything online. It's good you asked me. I just want to send my condolences to everybody at Team Vision, and I'm really glad to hear that Dominic is as well. But Chris has always been a nice, outstanding, nice, super polite guy to everybody. It was always shadowboxing. Every room you see before the fights, was shadowboxing, motivating people, and it just goes to show for everybody out there that me and my wife pray every single time there's a rosary in our truck. We never know. It can be. We can plan the life. You can save money. You can think it's gonna be cancer. You can plan for whatever. It can be just like that. A second of not paying attention. And from what I heard, he was completely blindsided by a car that was trying to pass him illegally in the lane that wasn't supposed to be passed. So literally, he did nothing wrong. He was literally driving here as a 2-day replacement to fight a fight in the main event, and they got blindsided by an idiot that tried to pass him in the middle of the night. So life goes just like this, or we should learn to appreciate every moment we have here.
And here with Zola Frosta Gurgel, the last time I saw you were laying out Rosie Sexton. I was there at Bellator when you did it, and then after that, it looked like you had a big head of steam going for you, and then all of a sudden you were sidelined by a big knee injury. So tell us about that and what's going on with Zola and her career.
It happened back in October, right before my Karina Dam fight for Bellator. I tore my ACL, and then I've been out for months since then. I had surgery November 11th, and I'm a few weeks away from being cleared to go again. So I'm ready to get back in there and get back to where I am.
A lot of people don't know, the tolls that MMA takes on a fighter. That was a big surgery. I remember there's a big push because, it was a very expensive surgery for you, and you had to go, undertake a lot of things. What do you think right now? Are you going to have a full recovery? What are you looking for? Have you been in talks with Bellator already?
I haven't heard not one word from Bellator, so I don't know exactly what's going on. From what I hear, it sounds like they're going to be doing a 125-pound tournament, and that they would like me to be a part of if I'm 100% by then. My recovery has been great. I'm probably at like 80% right now, so by the time it comes to fight, I'm sure I'll be ready to get in there and go.
I'm standing here with the one and only Spencer the King Fisher, man, UFC legend. You fought a lot of guys, man, a lot of legends, beat guys like Josh Neer, Cal Uno, and of course the legendary battles with Sam Stout, which you're getting ready to finish up. You got a rubber match coming up there in June. Talk a little bit about that.
It's a tough fight. Sam brings the best out of me in the past, and I think I do to him as well, and I'm looking forward to this fight.
So, man, you've been around for so long. You've been in the UFC for years. You were one of the true veterans. If you can tell anything to an aspiring fighter out there, what it takes to really get in there and continue to grind, through ups and downs and everything. What has really brought Spencer Fisher, to the summit of what he's doing in his career?
A true love for the sport. I loved it. This is the only thing I've ever wanted to do, and I just pushed through. And ups and downs, that's just how it goes. And I love this sport.
Of course, the big Rashad Evans-John Jones fight's coming up here later in this month, and there are a lot of predictions. The smart money they're saying is on John Jones, but then there are other people out there like Dan Henderson saying that they got their money on Rashad. They think Rashad's the better athlete. What's your take?
I'm gonna go with Rashad. I think he's faster. I think his striking is just as clean, if not even more so. Jones has the reach advantage, and he's tricky. But I think when it comes down to grinding people out, I think Evans can do so.
Very nice.
Great interviews there. And coming up after the break, we're going to talk to Maximum Fighting Championships president Mark Pavlich. We'll see you on the other side. This is MMA Inside the Cage.
Advanced Sports Labs is always a great experience. You go in, you get your blood drawn, they take care of all the paperwork for you, they send your results to the commission and to the promoter, so I can just focus on being a professional fighter and getting on the fight.
Advanced Sports Labs. Expedite your blood work today at advancedsportslabs.com.
Impact Custom Mouth Guards. High quality, customized mouth guards that won't break your bank. Find us on Facebook today or email us at frank@impactmouthguards.com. Impact Custom Mouth Guards. We protect your smile and your brain.
MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs.
It's time for third round action. Cyrus Feast, Casey Oxenine. Let's go to our guest tonight. Let's go up to the Great White North via satellite and talk to Maximum Fighting Championships president Mark Pavlich. Welcome to MMA Inside the Cage, Mark.
Hey, great to be here.
Well, we are going to break down your big MFC 33 card here in just a moment, but right now we'd like to get your input on some of MMA's biggest stories from the last week, and we know you always have an opinion you might want to share.
That's probably safe to say.
Well, no story has been bigger in the last week like the positive test from Alistair Overeem, which has thrown a big wrench in the UFC 146 main event. Now, the event will most likely still be a success, but it will certainly hurt Alistair Overeem. Now, if you were Dana White, talk a little bit about how you would handle this situation.
I really don't know what my solution would be to that problem because, like I said, it's very complicated, and I'm sure Dana will figure it out. He's pretty intelligent, so I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Now, Mark, a competitor of yours that has kind of come on strong lately is Bellator. They've had some solid cards as of late. They even went up to Canada, went up to your neck of the woods. They have a reality show coming up next year. And, of course, they're making the move to Spike TV. Now, I know you've called MFC number 3 in the world on a number of occasions. Where do you think Bellator has placed themselves? And how do you feel like the competition fuels you as a promoter?
Well, I don't really ever look at them. I've never watched their organization and all, but I don't know how long they've been around for. And at the same time, as I hear of all these TV deals they sign and the rest of it, but I know our ratings are higher in Canada than theirs. We destroy their ratings. I know our Twitter numbers are higher. I know all those numbers are higher. Go check, right? Numbers don't lie, everybody.
Well, Mark, let's talk a little bit about your event, MFC 33 Collision Course, coming up on May 4th. You're doing that one in Alberta, Canada. A guy that we know real well, Jamie Toney's going to be on that card. Mukai Moromo and Adam Lynn, that's going to be a solid fight. The main event for the welterweight title, we know that's going to be huge. You got Ryan McGilvery going against Nathan Coy for the vacant title. Mark, you have to be excited about this event. So many great fights on this card.
Well, it's just came full circle after 13 years and change being in the Maximum Fighting Championship. We finally have a fight card with all full MFC fighters, and that's something I've looked forward to all my life. And to say that I'm excited about this card, I am. I'm more excited about this card than any other for the sole purpose of that alone, that they're all MFC fighters. Majority of them all grew up in the MFC, and you got guys like Ryan McGilvery, Nathan Coy, Mukai Moromo. All these guys are real MFC fighters, and that's something I'm very ecstatic about, and I'm looking forward to watch on May 4th.
Well, thank you so much for giving us a few minutes. Now, you have submitted a fight for our main event of the week. Lead us into this one, Mark.
Well, it's I'm a hopeless romantic. That's why I'm sending you this fight, everybody. So check it out. It's going to be David Heath versus Mike Nichols. And let me tell you, man, after you're done watching it, enough said, right? It's an awesome fight, and it's one I watch frequently.
Well, let's check it out. Your MMA Inside the Cage main event of the week.
David Heath versus Mike Nichols.
Mix it up. Bomb tried capturing that one, Jessica. Here we go. First round, Michael Chiavello. Guy Mezger with you. The taller of the two, Mike Nichols in the white, and in the grey trunks, the shorter of the two, David Heath.
Well, Michael Nichols is a tough guy because with all that body art, are you kidding me that is so painful?
Especially the one on the neck.
And the neck and his forearm is completely dark. That had to really hurt.
Just a filling out process so far in the first round. Both men see what each other has to offer. Good right hand from Mike Nichols, inside thigh kick.
Not throwing a huge amount of punches, but his punches are landing more effectively.
There's the overhand right as Nichols locks on a Muay Thai clinch here. Throws a knee to the upper left rib cage. Crossing elbow from Heath. Shrugs him off. Front kick to the midsection. Heath just scooped it out of the way. Trying to lock on to that left leg momentarily. Gives up on a crossing elbow from Heath. Final 10 seconds of the round. Oh, big left hand from Heath. Overhand right. The heavy artillery from David Heath. And Mike Nichols walks to his corner with a bloodied eye. Second round. Referee Vern Gorman gets us underway. Can Heath find those heavy hands once more? Dropping right hand to the body. Oh, nice shot. One of the best shots of the fight so far. And now Heath looks to be in a spot above the Muay Thai clinch. High knee to the jawline. Crossing elbow from Mike Nichols. Beautiful work from Nichols. A bit of dirty boxing. All tied up in front of our commentary position. And Mike Nichols opens up like a house of fire.
Tell you what, he caught him with his hands down.
Ooh, he almost did a Van Gogh and took his ear off with an elbow. High knee there from Nichols. Crossing elbow again to the eyebrow. This is just dominance from Mike Nichols. Again, Muay Thai clinch. High knee.
David Heath is still hurt. He's still on Queer Street.
He's on rubber legs as Heath, and he tries to slug it out. We've got a good old-fashioned Donnybrook, and Mouthguard's gone flying. The referee hasn't seen it. It may be David Heath's mouthguard. Oh, and now fighter Nichols shoots in, goes for a double leg. Heath stuffs it, locks onto a single leg. This has been an awesome contest. 1 minute 20 remaining, third and final round. 79 strikes thrown, 36 landing for Mike Nichols in what has been a dominating round. Bit of ground and pound now right in front of our commentary position. He's going to try and sub him. He's going to try and sub him. This would be amazing. This would bring the house down. This would bring the house down. Can he get it here, Mike Nichols? It's good night, Irene. Oh my God, he's done it.
Impact Custom Mouth Guards, high quality customized mouth guards that won't break your bank. Find us on Facebook today or email us at frank@impactmouthguards.com. Impact Custom Mouth Guards. We protect your smile and your brain.
MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs.
Great episode, a lot of great footage in this one, but we have to close it out. There's only one way to do it. It's the curtain call. Casey, take it away.
All right, well, this curtain call goes out to the friends, family, fans, and teammates of the Gentle Giant that was Chris Slaughterhouse Smith. We spoke earlier about the tremendous void that he has left in the hearts of so many people that nobody can truly understand until something like this hits home. That being said, his untimely death has left his family in a very difficult position and in dire need of help to pay for these funeral arrangements. Therefore, Team Vision has set up a fundraiser website for anyone that would like to contribute. They have informed me that any amount, even $1, will go a long way in helping the family of our fallen brother get back on their feet. So anyone that would like to donate to this cause, please visit the website below. Please do what you can and take a moment to remember this man who was big in so many other ways than just stature.
Well, there we go. Visit us on our Facebook page. Find us and like us. Follow us at MMAITC. Get on our YouTube page for exclusive content and check out our new website. That's MMAInsideTheCageTV.com. I'm Cyrus Fees.
I'm Casey Oxendine.
And we'll see you next week inside the cage.